This is FIBA Podcast. Thank you for joining us in our morning daily devotion.
In the path to Calvary, we looked at 4 places thus far. The place of sorrow, place of betrayal, place of denial, place of insults, and today it is a place of fall. Jesus fell down at the weight of the cross. Couldn't he have asked the Lord for strength to carry the cross so that he can hide his pain? Jesus' fall reveals that he too is human and that the pain was severe. In Jesus' day, a cross wasn't just a symbol of pain and suffering, it was mainly a symbol of death. When Jesus carried his cross up Golgotha to be crucified, no one was thinking of the cross as symbolic of a burden to carry. To a person in the first century, the cross meant one thing and one thing only: death by the most painful and humiliating means human beings could develop. In Jesus' death, the cross represented nothing but torturous death, because the Romans forced convicted criminals to carry their own crosses to the place of crucifixion. Bearing a cross meant carrying their own execution device while facing ridicule along the way to death. I have heard people talk about a problem they have and say it is a cross they have to bear. But is this what Jesus meant? No. This isn't what he meant, although it's not necessarily wrong to refer to some problem we are having as a cross we must bear. In Jesus' day, a cross was a symbol of suffering, and we all have trials and afflictions that may be very hard for us to bear, even with God's help. Jesus, calling people to discipleship, said, "Whoever wants to be my disciple must deny themselves, take up their cross, and follow me." What Jesus was telling them is that they needed to put to death their own plans and desires, and then turn their lives over to him and do his will every day. Take up your cross and follow me means being willing to die in order to follow Jesus. This is called dying to self. It's a call to absolute surrender. After each time Jesus commanded cross-bearing, he said, "For whoever wants to save his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life for me will save it." What good is it for a man to gain the whole world and yet lose or forfeit his very self? Although the call is tough, the reward is matchless. My friend, we may not fall like Jesus did, but we get crushed emotionally and sometimes it disturbs us physically. When Jesus could not bear the weight of the cross, there was a person on the sidelines and he was asked to carry the cross. Sometimes the Lord allows someone in our life to help us carry the cross when the weight becomes too heavy. I also want to point out that sometimes the Lord wants you not to be an observer, but to jump in and help those who are crumbling under pressure. What is comforting in this path to Calvary is to know that the Lord knows our pain when we carry the cross to follow him. Friend, we have a high priest who sympathizes with our weakness. He understands your pain.
For more details, please contact 916364252164 or email us to info@fibaonline.org.